Everybody all right? 2, 3, 4.
I'm in holiness, but tells me I'm high-class holiness. I don't have no young people saying that. I said, I'm in holiness, but I'm high-class holiness. I don't settle for anything. Y'all listen, I don't settle for just anything. Because food that doesn't have a lot of value can easily be produced, and you don't see the process of preparation. I'm trying to get there. Y'all all right? Are y'all all right? Are y'all all right? We can't see the process. Thank you, sister in the back, for helping me. Everybody else is asleep. Thank you. The process of preparation. But if you go to a Japanese restaurant and they have grills at the table, not only are you going to be able to enjoy the finished product, but they will allow you to enjoy the watching of the process. Lord, I feel like hard. So God is saying to you, for all of y'all who are shocked, even though you haven't walked into your finished product yet, God said, I still want to know, can you praise me for the process? Can you still love me while you're going through? Can you still worship me while you're in it? Be seated. Be seated. Be seated. I'm almost there. I'm in Ephesians. I'm in Ephesians. So not only can you see the chef cooking your food, but there are others that are seated at your table. And they're watching your food get cooked. I want steak. Yeah. Some of y'all want pork. Some of you love some of that pork, just poking everything in your mouth. Just love the liver. Some of y'all want pork. Come on, I want chicken. I want rice. Come on, talk like me. Yeah. And they're watching it cooking your food, and then he take the egg and throw it in his hat. Then he bring it out of his hat, bust it on the grill, get to mix it up. Y'all listen, it's a process. He begin to mix your food. 25 of y'all to shout on this one. God said the reason why I have allowed many of you to go through hell, and people saw you go through hell, because it just was a process. Your friends saw you going through because it was a process. Now here it is. Cheap food is produced, it's processed in secret. You can see what McDonald's is doing. But food that has value is often processed in public. That's why he got your enemies around you. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And they're watching your food get prepared. The thought of y'all to jump up on your feet is because David said he prepared a table before me. In the presence of my enemies. One more time. Be seated. One more time. Be seated. And for all of y'all who have people hated up on you, shout on this one. I know you're tired of shouting, but God said every time you shout this week, he told me to tell you, every time you shout in every service, he said you get closer and closer to your deliverance. So if you got a need, God said put a shout on it. Open your big mouth up in here and shout. Yeah. And I know you got haters. We all got haters. But if y'all shout on this one, I'm going to fly. God said, don't worry about your haters, because the next season of your life, he's going to give you a hater's harvest. I don't have nobody to sing with. Shake somebody haters and neighbor. Get ready, my brother. Tell them, get ready, my sister. Tell them, God, I don't have help. I don't have help. Shake, shake, shake somebody by their hand and say, ready. God is about to give you a hater's harvest. You believe it, throw your hand in the air. Wave it as if you just don't care and say, oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, the title of my message is, and I'm about to close the 30 y'all who are prophetic in a shout. The second part of my message is, I have a dream. So shake somebody's hand and say, neighbor, I have a dream that God showed me. And tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, dreams are about to become true. Is there anybody in this room who believes that God is going to give you double for all of your trouble? And for your trial, and high five somebody new you and say quadruple for your catastrophe. Is there anybody? I don't have no help. I'm going to see the game stirring you. But is there anybody in this room can shake somebody's hand and say, oh, my brother, and oh, my sister, I have a dream, and tell somebody my dream is about to become true. Is there anybody in this room? You know God showed you some stuff. He told you he was going to save your whole family. He told you he was going to bring you out of debt. He told you he was going to make you a wonder. But I came to encourage you. God said a promise is a promise. You must be want some arguing. No, you ain't getting no arguing. But above my head, I have music in the air. Up above my head, yes, sir. Shake your neighbor's hand and say, neighbor, a promise is a promise. When you tell somebody, say, neighbor, if God said it, I believe it, and that's settled it. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, y'all been preaching like I want y'all to preach. High five somebody on your roof and say, neighbor, if God said it, I believe it, and that's settled it. Shake somebody's hand who's a Judite and say, neighbor, it's a done deal. If God said it, preach to somebody and say, neighbor, if God said you're healed, it's already done. If it said you delivered, it's already done. If it said you're a millionaire, it's already done. So tell somebody on your road, you can have whatever you like. Run out of your seat and tell 3 folks, whatever you like. I said, move out of your seat and tell somebody. Find your praise. I got one more minute of this. And shake that person's hand till you shake the teeth out. And say, neighbor, God is not a man that he should lie. God is son of man that he should repent. Say, neighbor, has he said it? And shall he not do it? And has he spoken it? Shall he not real close. I can't hear you. Talk back to me. Shake somebody's hand. There's a power in you. I feel the grave is he that's in you. The he that is in the world. But will you tell somebody? No weapon. I said, high up in here. No weapon that's formed against you shall prosper. Weeping may endure for this life. But yeah. Open your mouth and shout it in here. Lift your hand, open your mouth and shout it in.